She shared a post on social media, questioning why guys get so envious when you have male friends, right after I asked her not to join her ex on a camping trip. I didn't respond, just updated my emergency contact at work to my brother. That night, she tried calling me 31 times, but I was already speaking with her parents about why I'd no longer attend Sunday dinners. Hey everyone, we just hit 10,000 subscribers. A massive thank you to all who've supported the channel. Still, only 16.4% of you are subscribed, so if you're liking the content, please hit that subscribe button to help us grow. This all unfolded last weekend, and I'm still grappling with how quickly things fell apart. I'd been with my girlfriend, Sarah, for 2.5 years. I thought we had a strong relationship. We began joining her family for Sunday dinners about a year ago, and it became a cherished routine. Her parents adore me, her sister Laura thinks I'm great, and I fit right into their family dynamic. 3 weeks ago, Sarah mentioned that her ex, Jake, was planning a camping trip with their old college crew. She said she wanted to go to reconnect with old friends, claiming it would be fun. I wasn't thrilled. Jake and Sarah were together for 3 years in college. They remained on friendly terms after their breakup, but Jake always acts strange around me, dropping hints about their past or subtly excluding me from group chats. That kind of guy. Plus, it's a weekend camping trip, tents, sleeping bags, and booze. It felt like a setup for poor choices. I told Sarah I wasn't okay with her going camping with her ex. I wasn't being controlling, just sharing my discomfort. Sarah got defensive immediately. She said Jake was ancient history and that I was being insecure for no reason. She argued she should be free to keep any friendships she wanted. It's not about friendship, Sarah. It's about setting boundaries in a relationship. She wasn't open to hearing it, accusing me of trying to dictate her social circle and calling it unfair. We argued for days. I explained that camping trips are intimate, and her ex organizing it made it worse. Sarah insisted I was paranoid and jealous. Finally, I told her if prioritizing this friendship mattered more than respecting my feelings about boundaries, maybe we wanted different things. Sarah called me dramatic, saying I was issuing ultimatums when I should just trust her. That Sunday, Sarah posted on Instagram a lengthy caption about how men get jealous when women have male friends, how concern masked as control is still control, and how women should maintain friendships without their partners overreacting. She didn't name me, but everyone knew it was about me. Her friends chimed in, commenting about toxic masculinity and insecure boyfriends, piling it on. I didn't react, didn't like the post, didn't engage. I just saved a screenshot and reflected on what her post meant. Sarah wasn't just disagreeing with me. She was publicly painting my concerns about boundaries as jealousy and control. She was framing me as the insecure boyfriend who couldn't handle her male friends. That's when I realized Sarah didn't just disagree with me. She didn't value my perspective or care about my feelings. On Monday, I called HR and switched my emergency contact from Sarah to my brother, Tom. I also updated my beneficiary and medical power of attorney, removing Sarah entirely and listing Tom. Tom was surprised when I called to inform him. Everything okay with you and Sarah? Not really. I'll explain later, but I needed to update my contacts. Monday evening, Sarah came over for dinner as usual, acting cheerful and talking about her camping trip plans. She behaved as if our argument never happened and her social media post wasn't a direct jab at me. I didn't mention the post or my contact changes, just listened as she rambled about hiking trails and campfire meals. Tuesday, I decided to talk to Sarah's parents before things escalated further. Her parents, Diane and Paul, have always been kind to me, and they deserved to know what was happening. I called Diane and asked for a private conversation. Diane, I need to tell you that Sarah and I are having serious issues. I likely won't make it to Sunday dinner this week. Diane was concerned, asking what happened and if she could help. I explained carefully. Sarah wants to go camping with her ex, and when I voiced concerns about boundaries, she posted on social media, calling my concerns jealousy and control. I don't want to put you in the middle, Diane. I just wanted you to know why I might not be around as much. Diane was quiet, processing. Thank you for telling me. That doesn't sound like the Sarah we know. I said she's free to make her choices, but I can't stay in a relationship where my boundaries are publicly ridiculed. Diane thanked me for my honesty and hoped we could resolve things. Wednesday, I had a similar talk with Paul. He took it as expected. You've always been respectful and fair. If you're worried about something, there's probably a good reason. Thursday evening, Sarah was packing for the camping trip, stuffing her backpack with a sleeping bag and hiking gear, acting like everything was fine. You sure you're okay with me going? She asked, zipping her bag. You've made your choice, Sarah. So have I. What's that supposed to mean? It means you're free to keep any friendships you want. She seemed content with that and continued packing. Friday morning, Sarah left for the trip. She kissed me goodbye and said she'd text when she arrived. Friday afternoon, around 3 p.m., Sarah texted that they'd reached the campsite and everything was set. She sent a group photo of the crew pitching tents. Friday night, around 9 p.m., she called to check in. Said they were having fun cooking over the fire and catching up. She sounded tipsy. Miss you, babe. Wish you were here. Have fun, Sarah. Stay safe. Saturday, I heard nothing from Sarah. No texts, no calls, no posts. Total silence. Saturday night, around 11 p.m., my phone started buzzing. Sarah calling. I didn't pick up. She called again right after. I ignored it. A third call came within minutes. Still no answer. Sarah started texting, asking why I wasn't responding and urging me to call back. I silenced my phone and went to bed. Sunday morning, I woke to 31 missed calls and about 50 texts from Sarah. Her messages went from worried to angry to desperate. She was clearly spiraling over my silence. Instead of calling her, I drove to her parents' house. I knew this might be my last Sunday dinner with them, and they deserved an explanation. Diane and Paul were surprised to see me without Sarah. I told them Sarah was still camping, and I needed to discuss our relationship. I'm breaking up with Sarah. This will likely be my last Sunday dinner here. Diane looked heartbroken. Paul seemed disappointed but not shocked. I explained that Sarah prioritized her friendship with her ex over my feelings about boundaries. She publicly called my concerns jealousy and control instead of talking to me. She posted on social media, painting me as the controlling boyfriend instead of addressing our issues privately. Paul nodded. That's not how you resolve relationship problems. I said we wanted different things. She wanted freedom without considering her partner's feelings, while I wanted mutual respect and communication. We had a bittersweet final dinner. Diane packed me leftovers, as always. Both hugged me goodbye, saying they were sorry it ended this way. Around 6 p.m., Sarah got home from the trip. My phone started ringing. Where have you been? I've been calling you all night and day. I was about to call hospitals. I was at Sunday dinner with your parents. Why didn't you answer me? Because I was explaining why I won't be at Sunday dinners anymore. Silence. What are you saying? I'm saying you chose a camping trip with your ex over respecting my feelings. It was just a trip with friends. And posting on social media calling me controlling was just you venting, right? More silence. You saw that. Everyone did, Sarah. That was your goal, wasn't it? I was just upset. You were overreacting. You publicly attacked our relationship instead of talking to me. There's a difference. Nothing happened on the trip. I'm sure. But you showed your priorities when you mocked my concerns publicly instead of talking privately. You're breaking up over a post? I'm breaking up because you don't respect me or our relationship enough to handle disagreements maturely. Update. 3 days later, Sarah's been trying to fix things, but the reality is sinking in. Her parents are disappointed in her actions, and she knows it. Laura called me to check in, saying Sarah's been crying to their mom, claiming I overreacted to a simple trip. Their mom told her posting online instead of talking to me was immature and disrespectful. Diane reportedly said airing relationship issues on social media shows poor judgment. Sarah's been sharing vague posts about how some men can't handle strong women. Her friends are backing her, but her family's been more critical. The camping trip didn't go as Sarah planned. Laura heard from mutual friends that Jake was overly flirty with Sarah, making her uncomfortable. She wanted to leave early, which is when she started calling me in a panic. My silence made her realize something was wrong. Tom called, asking if I was okay since Sarah contacted him, claiming it was an emergency. I told her to call 911 if it was serious. Sarah didn't like that. Yesterday, Sarah came to my place wanting to reconcile. She apologized for the post and admitted the trip with Jake was inappropriate. She said she now understood my concerns. I listened, then explained why her apology wasn't enough. Sarah, you didn't just mess up. You attacked my character publicly instead of talking to me. That's not a mistake. It's a choice. I'll delete the post and apologize online. It's too late. You showed how you handle conflicts. You don't talk to me. You attack me publicly. That's not fair. No, Sarah. Disrespecting me online wasn't fair. Sarah argued that everyone makes mistakes and deserved another chance. This wasn't a mistake. You chose to prioritize your ex and mock me publicly. She left upset, finally grasping that actions have lasting consequences. 3 weeks later, Sarah's adjusting to life post-breakup. Her family supports her but has been upfront about her mistakes. Diane told her she threw away a good relationship for a trip with someone who disregards boundaries. Paul said public disrespect ends relationships faster than private disagreements. Sarah's dating life is tricky. Guys she likes know about the social media drama, making trust hard to build. Jake pursued her after the trip, but she wasn't interested. She only wanted his attention when it validated her stance against me. Once single, his advances felt wrong. My life's been better without the drama. No more tiptoeing around someone who handles disagreements with public attacks. I've started seeing someone new who communicates when we disagree. She'll say, "I think you're wrong, but let's talk about why we see it differently." It's refreshing to be with someone who values mutual understanding. Sarah learned that public disrespect has private consequences. She sought validation online instead of resolving our conflict privately. She got her friends' support. She just lost the relationship she claimed to cherish. Sometimes, the best response to public disrespect is to walk away. Sarah got the freedom she posted about wanting. She just didn't expect it to come without my support and companionship.